He opened, owned, operated, and sold an assisted living facility. It's Dr. Robert King, founder of Assisted Living University, with more than 1,000 students.
Now you're saying, you know what, hold up, I want to change to it. Hey guys, how you doing? Robert King, owner of Harmony Homes, a residential assisted living facility, and founder of ALU Assisted Living University. And today we are in the operations section. So today we're going to start with the operations, but we're going to start from the outside in. I know you all excited, and right now you want to get to the money section. Show me how much you pay for toothpaste. Come on, y'all. This is easy. Chill, we're gonna get there. But right now you need to know how to run your entire business. So we're gonna get into the operations section, and we're gonna start from the outside in. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is, I'm gonna start off with a question. All right, you ready? Get ready. Tough question for you. How many chances do you have? Look at me now, look at me. How many chances do you have to make a first impression? I'll wait for you to give me the answer. Like Jeopardy. Yes, the answer is one. You have one chance to make a first impression. So your curb appeal has to be tight. It has to be on point, your curb appeal. I need you to understand that people are probably looking at your residential assisted living facility as a potential place for a mom for the first time. Typically, they've been looking at large facilities, 100 beds, 2 beds, 300 beds, 400 beds. Now they come into your house. This is their mindset, right? So when they turn that corner and they need to see a good looking front of a house. Now, I don't suggest that you put any advertisement on the outside of your house. You keep it simple, you keep it plain, because you don't want to institutionalize it. You don't want it to look like a commercial place. It's a home. It's a home away from home for a mom. So you keep the outside advertisement down. In other words, don't be putting no big gigantic marquee in the front of your house. Keep it plain, keep it simple. However, that curb appeal got to be tight. Your house got to look good on the outside and the inside. And the paint gotta look good. No. What do you call them? What do you call them things? Spider webs at the front door. I mean, your curb appeal gotta look good. Your yard gotta be cut professionally, or your son, or your husband, or you, anybody. But it needs to be cut at all times. And listen, let me tell you something. My neighbor, there was only 6 houses on my block. My neighbor, Bob, was a great guy. Matter of fact, he used to cut his yard all the time. And then he took ill, and I noticed his yard wasn't being cut. But I was, starting to run my business. And so I found out that he was ill. So I literally paid my guy just $50 extra to cut Bob's yard and my yard. Why? Because I got to make sure that I can do the best I can with my neighborhood, because I'm trying to get them to give me money for me to take care of their parents. But curb appeal is going to be very important. So make sure that you handling your curb appeal. Paint outside. Make sure you choose a really nice color for your house. Make sure that the house is looking sharp and crisp. You touch it up. Make sure it looks good. And then I'm going to talk to you about colors too. Don't pick no weird colors. Calming. I don't know what state you live in. Florida, they use those bright oranges and all them, pastel colors for their homes. My home, Harmony Homes, is neutral. It's like a taupe with the brown trim. It's just kind of neutral, looks real good, looks a little clean line. So make sure you use proper paint colors. Also, landscaping. Your landscaping got to be on point. I mean, it needs to be on point. It doesn't have to be so professional that it looks like, see, when I grew up, we used to go to the hospital, Methodist Hospital in Gary, Indiana, and play football in their grass, because they had the best grass in the whole neighborhood. And so I grew up calling it hospital grass. I later learned that it was called Kentucky bluegrass, which is very expensive. You don't have to have hospital grass. You don't have to go out and spend money on Kentucky bluegrass, but you got to make sure your grass is cut, looks good. And then you got to make sure you got some mulch, some flowers. Now, you're going to laugh at me. Check this out. In the beginning, when I first got started in my landscaping, I literally went to Home Depot on my own, got some I like that red mulch, got some mulch, laid it out there, and I went to the dollar store. Y'all hear me? Look at me. The dollar store and they had a discount. They had those fake flowers for 50 cents a piece. I bought a bunch of them fake flowers, and I put them all out in front of the house to get some pop of color, and it was beautiful. Then I discovered that when you wore them things down, they shine. So I'm just showing you how to use what's in your hand. And also power wash. Your sidewalks, your exterior has to look good. So power wash it. Rent you a power wash machine, borrow you one, whatever you got to do. But power wash your whole sidewalk, your whole driveway, your whole front entrance. Power wash the house if you need to. I'm emphasizing in this section about curb appeal and about you only have one chance to make a first impression. I'm emphasizing the cleanliness of your facility before they step in, because you saw in one of my other videos about touring. You know, when somebody tour your house and they looking at your house for their mama, they looking at what's wrong. So you got to do your very best to show them that your place is just as good as anybody else's place. So make sure it's all clean, all up front looking good. Now, let's talk a little bit about furniture purchase and placement. Okay, now we started on the outside, right? Now we're making our way into the house operation. So you got the outside down, right? Make sure everything looks good. Power wash the sidewalk, power wash the house, get you some mulch, get you some fake flowers. Now, of course, I don't have any fake flowers now. I got real flowers, but I'm talking about starting with just what's in your hand, bare minimum, to get your business going. So now let's talk about furniture and furniture places. Now, I don't allow people to bring their old furniture with them. I will allow them to bring blankets and pictures and things of that nature of their family members and stuff, but I don't need their old furniture, because I got this phrase, and it's called, write this down, it's called, this ain't your grandma's nursing home. You hear what I said? This ain't your grandma's nursing home. So your place got to look like a high-end hotel. This is just how I roll now. You do it how you want to do it. Whatever your theme is, country, rustic, modern, temporary, whatever it is, your place has to look quality, has to look sharp. I don't care what style you have. Everybody loves a real comfortable hotel. I just want you to keep that in mind. You ever been to a hotel when you walk in and the room wasn't that nice looking, and it's like, ugh. But then you've been to those hotels where you walk in and it was decorated nice and it was, modern, and you liked it. Well, you got to remember, when you're talking about inside and furniture, you want to make sure your stuff is clean line and smooth and all matching and not all, throw this. Don't let people donate stuff to you, because now you're finna open up your own facility. They want to donate some old dresses and stuff. No, thank you. Spend a little money and get you some good furniture. Now watch this. You don't have to furnish the whole house in the beginning. If you're just going to do 1 or 2 residents, business model 1, just furnish the rooms that they'll be in, and then the other part of the house. But all the other rooms, you don't have to furnish initially in the beginning. I'm trying to show you how to do this on a budget. Now, if you got big balling and you rolling, go in there and furnish the whole house. That's fine. But I'm just letting you know, furniture and furniture placement is important. What I mean by placement, you need to make sure that you keep it open. Remember, some of them going to have walkers, some of them going to have wheelchairs, and they need to be able to get around. So you need to make sure that you keep your place open, not all closed in, but open. So you don't need a whole lot of, less really is best. You don't need a whole lot of furniture, just the basic things that they need. Remember, this is not like your own house. You're not furnished in your own house. You have all kind of stuff you like, and this and this and this, because you like this little piece right here and all kind of stuff. Just the necessities, just what's needed in the home, bare minimum, but looks very professional. And I stay away from leathers. This is just my personal opinion. I stay away from leather. It gets cold, it gets hot. For some reason, it retains smell. I'll stay away from leather. I'll stay away from recliner chairs. Most people think a recliner chair is cool. Yeah, they can kick back and relax in a recliner chair. My state, the state of Florida, says recliner chairs are what they call, how do you say, resist? How you say it? Come on, now help me now. What is it you're doing? You're restraints. There you go. They're like restraints, because when you kick back, and then you kick your feet up, you ever wonder how hard it is to put that handle down and drop your feet down? Well, in the state of Florida, they consider those to be restraints. And so they don't suggest you have recliner chairs. So I would stay away from, I don't have any recliner chairs in my facility. If they need to lift their feet, we do have little items that they can sit in the couch and lift their feet on the items. We can do that. So replacement and furniture and furniture placement is very important. Remember, Remember the slogan, this ain't your grandma's nursing home. So you don't want it to look like an old nursing home with all old paneling on it and smell bad. Oh my Lord. You've been there. If you ain't been to visit your grandma in her nursing home, I went to visit mine and it was terrible. I never even wanted to go. So furniture and furniture placement is very important. Beds and beddings.
Are you ready to turn your passion for senior care into a thriving business? Introducing Assisted Living University, the premier course designed to guide you through every step of opening and operating your own successful assisted living facility. Join the team of more than 1,000 students who have transformed their dreams into reality. And if you already own an assisted living facility and want to maximize your occupancy, our Fill My House course is designed specifically for you. Dr. Robert King will share advanced techniques and proven strategies to attract and retain residents and fill your house. Let's create a brighter future for our senior community. Enroll in Assisted Living University and Fill My House today and become part of our growing network of successful assisted living entrepreneurs. Join now.
Now, when I first began my facility, I went to a high-end hotel liquidation auction. So they got these auctions all over the world for these big major hotels that do these big remodels, and then they liquidate their furniture and they send it to this auction place. I literally filled a whole house for under $700 at a hotel liquidation place. I mean, all the beds, all the dressers, I mean, you name it. And I got to rent a U-Haul truck, threw it all in the back of the U-Haul truck. I was in Tampa, Florida, drove it all the way down, 3 hours down to Lehigh Acres, Florida, and boom, we was ready to go. Now, what I did was my staff, we took the beddings before we put them in there because you want to make sure you don't have any bed bugs and all that kind of stuff. We cleaned them up real good, real professional, left them out in the courtyard to dry. Matter of fact, I think she cleaned them 2 or 3 times before we put them in there. So there are ways to get your house furnished inexpensively. I'm just trying to show you the mindset. Now later, as our business grew and my income grew, I actually got all new beds. I put all new beds, 8 new beds in the home, 32 by 76, those nice little twin beds, all new bedding. But in the beginning, I furnished it through a high-end hotel. I know. That's a great idea, right? You wanna reach through the camera and pat me on the shoulder and say that's a good idea. That's a great idea. And bedding. Hey, I went to Walmart. Walmart got these nice fabric, I don't know what that material called, bedding sets. They come in a nice little set, like $14 for a twin. And man, I bought, remember, you need one for every bed. And I had 8 beds. So I bought one for every bed from Walmart. And for a year and a half, it wasn't until, I don't know, last year that we upgraded our bedding. But I got all neutral colors and put them in the bed, okay? So bedding is important. Where you get your beds are important. You got to have standard twin size bed, which is 36 by 72. That's your standard twin size bed that goes in each room, 2 beds a room. And so bedding is important. Now listen, let's talk about lighting. Lighting at night outside. We go. I guess I kind of revert back a little bit. I'm going back outside. Lighting at night. Forgive me. I should have said it before I went inside. But let's go back outside. Lighting at night is very, 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 very important. Why? Here's why. Because people will do a drive-by. They will drive by your place. When you give them the address, and let's say they got a tour scheduled for a Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, well, Sunday night, Monday night, they driving by your neighborhood. They want to know what it looks like where mama gonna live. So they gonna drive by and check it out. So you want to make sure your place is lit up. Very inexpensive. You go to Home Depot, you get you some little lights that operate either on motion detector. I personally didn't do motion detector because I didn't want it to light up just when somebody got close to it. I keep the house lit up on all corners of the house. So you go by Harmony Homes at night. Harmony Homes looks really nice. It's lit up, it's serene, it's quiet, and that's what you want. So you want to grab some lighting, very inexpensive. I'm going to give you a story of one of my students out of San Bernardino, California. Now, he was in San Bernardino, California, in the hood of the hood of the hood. Now, his house was small and wasn't very looking very good on the outside. And so when he came to me and started asking me what to do, first thing I noticed is that, watch this now, if I'm standing in the front of his house, on the left side of his house was another house with some tenants in it that was terrible. They were just pure nasty. Garbage outside the front of the house, cars all packed up in the driveway. It was ridiculous. Now, on the right side of his house was an abandoned home that people had used for really drugs and, I mean, you name it, trash, weeds all the way up 4 or 5 feet. It was terrible. His house was in the middle. And my thing to him is that you can't move it. You can't uproot it and relocate it somewhere else. You can't afford to get another house. Your grandmother left this one to you. You are a CNA. You want to be in this business. Come on, baby. Let's use what's in your hands. You don't have a lot of money. Matter of fact, he was 22 years old. You don't have a lot of money. So make a long story longer. My daddy used to say that. He literally couldn't afford to paint the whole house. So I said, great, let's paint the front of the house. Let's get the front of the house looking good, just the front. He couldn't afford to do all the fancy landscaping. Great, no problem. Let's go get a couple bags of mulch and just spread them out as much as you can. Let's get some fake flowers. And so for very little money, he was able to take the front and let's take these bars off. Remember, he was in the hood of the hood, but now he's going to open an ALF, so he don't need any bars. House going to be occupied all the time. Let's take these bars off. Let's clean up the yard. Let's power wash the actual sidewalk and all that stuff. Let's power wash the house. There was a fence back there. Let's power wash it. Let's just make it look as best as we can. Now here's what happened. Because he was going to use what's in his hands, he started letting people in his church know what he's going to be doing, and they start volunteering. They start helping. The deacons got together and came over and helped pull the carpet up and stain the original hardwood floors. I mean, he made the place look really, really good. So I'm making this point to you. Use what's in your hands. Don't make any excuses. Whatever you got, just go for it and make it better as you grow. But don't make an excuse that you can't make it happen. You can't build your business. You can't open your facility. You just can't do this. I can't do it. I can't. Stop saying that you can't. Get rid of that last letter and just stick with the I can do this. Oh, what my coach, what does that say? You can do this. Can y'all read that? I hope y'all can read that. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. And this course is designed to show you how, yes, if you got deep pockets, oh my Lord, you can rock and roll and make your house beautiful. But this young man at 22 years of age took this little small 2-bedroom, 1-bath house and turned it into a local residential ALF and currently got 2 residents in it right now. And I think he's making $3,500, $4,500 a month, which is money he wouldn't have been making. He's just a CNA, 8, 9, 10, 12 bucks an hour. And now he has a business. So I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud of you, because you can do this as well. So let me close with this section right here by saying, like I always do, when your heart is right with God. Y'all know it. Come on. Y'all done heard it so much. Y'all gonna say it with me, right? When your heart is right with God and your desire is to please God, God is obligated to bring you into the company of the people that you need to know, to the knowledge of the things that you need to know that's critical to your success and destiny in life. Wait a minute, I ain't finished. Let me say it one more again. Let me slow it down so you can get it in your spirit. Listen to what I'm saying. When your heart is right with God and your desire is to please God. Don't mean you perfect. Your desire is to please God. God becomes obligated. He says, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. He becomes obligated to do what now? Watch this. Watch this. Listen carefully. To bring you into the company of the people that you need to know. That means he'll bring you into a company of people that'll help you get your mission fulfilled, that'll help you fulfill your purpose. The company of the people that you need to know, to the knowledge of the things that you need to know. That means he'll start dropping knowledge on you. Holy Spirit will start visiting you and teaching you things that you need to know that's critical to your success and destiny in life. All right, I'm out of here. That was Curb Appeal. You can only make one impression one time. God bless you. See you on the next one. Peace.